Well, greetings, friends. Want to welcome you to Jim's In Town Gardens and also Bella's Legacy Rabbitry. Um, Doing my Rabbitry update today. Hopefully, you can hear me all right. Hopefully, you can see me all right. There's a lot of sun coming through these clear panels, but doing the best I can. I do want to apologize for not having videos out last week. A lot's been going on. I'm busy. Most of you know I do have a ministry. Through that ministry, we have a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages that I need to deal with. Preparing 2 sermons each day, or twice a week. Saturday night, usually I'm up till 12, 1 o'clock. This last Sunday morning, I think it was somewhere around 2 o'clock. And then delivering the message on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, both nights, I try to work on them. It takes time, and it doesn't take, I don't recoup quite as quickly as I used to. I'm tired, I drag. We had another snowstorm a couple days ago. It didn't amount to a whole lot, but it was a day you just really couldn't do anything. I still don't have my garden. We had quite a frost last night. Um, but anyways, I'm in the middle of cleaning the rabbit cages. It's something that I do each day. I think I got 2 left down at the end of the rabbitry. We had 2 new litters this week. I've sold some. I've got some that are spoken for. So bear with me. Let me clean those 2 trays, and we'll get started on this. What's been going on? Bear with me. Eating girls. Mindy, Mindy. Mindy, Mindy. Good girl. Oh, good baby. So if you're watching this, I don't know how much you can see. What I do is I take whatever hay is left that's dry, throw it in a grain bag, and after I get enough, I usually throw that in the chicken coop. Let the chickens use it for bedding. Saves on shavings. I use a lot of shavings with my chickens too, so it just saves. With my cleaning, usually takes me 2 or 3 buckets of just regular dish soap, hot water. Now in the next probably week, I'll start using my pressure washer. Just make it a little bit easier. I mean, I have to do it outside of the rabbitry, but when I do that, I'll make sure that I've got a tray underneath, so whoever is in the bottom doesn't get pooped and peed on. And I'm trying to hurry, so I'm not going to get all the hay that I normally would. Easy, babies. Go, baby. Hey, Gizmo. Hey, Gizmo. As you can see, it's a little bit tight. These 30 by 30s, it's not too bad. But when I get to the 30 by 36s, I really have to pay attention. I don't want to be bouncing on the cages coming down and scaring them. These guys are good. I mean, I've got a doe that just had babies here 2 days ago, Sugar, and 3 days ago. And I mean, she doesn't mind. You know, these guys are used to me doing this every day. You know, so unless I do something different, they don't mind. A lot of these rabbits in here, I did the majority of the building of this rabbitry with them in it. You know, it seems like as long as I talk to them, you know, you're careful with the power tools and stuff, that was all done outside, of course. Um, most everything, I used my screw gun or drills when I was drilling through the metal hoops. I used a drill in there. Of course, careful with not having anybody underneath because I didn't want metal shavings going in there. But uh, yeah, they did fine. Like I said, talking to them, trying to keep the fast movements as limited as he can. Being careful not to drop tools. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about every little speck of hay today. You guys aren't interested in watching me do this, but I did have somebody that was interested in watching me do a feeding, and maybe tomorrow morning I'll do that. I'm not so cramped on time tomorrow, I don't think. So maybe I'll do that. Hey, baby girl. There you go. You're done. Everybody's done. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so if you can bear with me for a few minutes, I'm going to empty my wheelbarrow into the compost pile. What I do with when I'm doing this, what I do is I got bags of leaves out back, so I'll empty some of the leaves into the wheelbarrow. I'll do 4 or 5 trays, dump some more of the leaves in, 4 or 5 more trays, and that's how I go through it, just to mix the leaves in with it. It makes it easier of not setting the trays onto a gooey mess. But also in my compost pile, I try to mix 2/3 brown, which would be the leaves, twigs, whatever, to 1/3 of the urine and the pellets. Now, the last week or so, I haven't been saving pellets. I've got so many bags of dried pellets, rabbit manure, that I've separated from the urine, separated from the hay. They're all dried. I stick them up in the trays up top and let them dry. And those I'll use for my garden. I've got a bunch I could sell if I wanted to, if I marketed them. But here, people aren't used to this. It would have to be an educational thing that I did. I don't know how many people I have watching the videos here in my area, but so bear with me for just a minute. Let me dump the wheelbarrow, get some of this stuff out of the way, and then I'll show you some of the new bunnies. Okay, now that I've got that wheelbarrow all dumped, floor swept down, water dumped, we'll get back to the bunnies. Like I said, I've got a lot that's been going on. Sold some bunnies. In fact, there were 6 that went yesterday. Saturday, I'm sorry. Daisy, let me show you Daisy's baby. She had, it was funny. She had 3. Oh, and I don't have the day right in front of me. She had 3 one morning. I came out to the barn. She had 3. She didn't pull a whole lot of hair, and I was quite concerned about that. Now, what I did is I brushed her. She's been shedding hard. So I brushed her, gathered up some of that hay, put those in. That next night, it got quite cool in here. I had the windows shut and the doors. Oh, by the way, I could show you the curtains that Leanna made. I told you that Sunday she was making curtains. But anyways, came out the next morning, she had pulled fur. So that was good. Had kind of gone in there and looked at the babies. She had 2 fawn-colored babies and 1 of a darker color. Well, that afternoon, she had 6 more babies. So she's got a total of 9. They're small. They're very small. I don't know if in the one of the updates I had mentioned that I had taken her out of the cage. I had brushed her and trimmed her nails. It's something I try to do about 2 weeks before they have the rabbits, just because it's going to be a while because before I'm going to mess with them. And when I picked her up, it was either she was going to have huge babies or she had a lot. Well, she had a lot. And I'm not going to get into her nest box. She's a first-time mom. She does not like anybody messing with her young right now. So hopefully next week, maybe they'll start popping out of the cage and you can see them. She has got some gorgeous babies in there. There's some that look like a standard Rex, just gorgeous kits, and then she's got fawn color. So let's see. I'm going to give me just a minute. Okay, so I took baby out 2 days ago. Hopefully you can see her in the back there. I can't see what's being recorded. And I kept two of the little guys with her. Hopefully you can see them all right. She's the one, if you remember, that had 11. We lost one the morning that she had them. And then I lost one a couple days later, 3 days later, that I got trapped. Okay, and then the rest of them are right here. They're all chilling. They are all chilling. They will be 6 weeks here. Just a few days. So they're doing good. Now, Mandy's babies, they're chilling down in the bottom here. Heather, I'm not sure if you're going to watch this. I did sex the two lighter colored ones. One's a male, one's a female. Beautiful little bunnies. So what I'll do is I'll take one of those and go with the opposite sex of one of baby's rabbits. I know you were looking for one of each, so that's what we'll do. Those are growing up so nice. Let's go down and see Mandy. Mandy's chilling. Her two babies in here are chilling. She's a good girl. Mandy, and then the other two babies way in the back. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And what a sweet mother. She is such a good mom. Now, my sweetheart here, Sugar, had 5 babies. These guys are only about 3 days old. Now her, I can come in here. She's fine. I mean, she's gonna look, but she knows I'm not gonna hurt them. Not sure how much you can see in there. Already got fur. Plump little things. Very plump little babies. Easy baby. Hopefully you can see that. This mother has her young and she goes right to town doing what she needs to do. She's such a good girl. That is my original doe. Okay, then we have, like I said, everybody's just chilling. They've eaten, they've drank. This little lion head buck, I'm going to keep. That will give me a buck for Benji, who ends up being a girl. I think that's going to be a beautiful combination. And then I have a girl who is interested in this little girl. I just had them out. I was making of them, and they're tired out. And then we have, let's see, let me show you Donna's other babies. They're chilling. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Not sure how much you can see of this. I know something that I need to do, and that's make a hanger for these doors. I'm not used to these type of doors. Hey, sweetie. Hey, babies. And what makes it hard is when you get them all crowded right at the front. And okay, honeys, can I shut the door? Yeah, baby. Good baby. That little brown one, that's cute. I bet that one doesn't last long. These are all for sale. They can go Monday, a week from today. Mindy is sold. Have a girl. She's just waiting for a cage. And then she will go. She is a sweet girl. My whole intentions was to have her for breeding. But I don't have a buck, and I need to be careful with the bucks that I have. And like I said, I don't want to become a rabbit factory. You know, we enjoy these. If I can help people, you know, get started, that's fine. This is Daisy. Very, very protective of her babies. Very protective. She's a lot like Melania. Actually, I think a little more aggressive than Melania is. But she's doing a good job with them. I'd show you her babies. I don't want to put her through the stress because she'll hop in and out of that nest box. Just me being here, she probably will. He didn't touch them, did he? So, you know, I know a lot of you would probably like to see them, and especially after I just got done telling you how gorgeous they are, but, you know, my rabbits need to come first. You know, you guys wait a week, and I'll show them to you. They are just sweet. I'm really looking forward to what we get out of her. So that's kind of the rabbit update for today, for this week. You can see everybody's just comfortable. They've eaten well, they drank. Now they're just going to rest. Grow up to be big rabbits. So if you bear with me for just a minute, couple things I want to bring up. Well, it's so hard to tell what you're seeing and what you're not. I'm getting such a glare on this phone. One of my goals is to pick up something a little bit better for recording with, especially when I get into the garden. It's hard because I can't see what's on this monitor. Like I shared last week, this is an old phone. It's just right now with everything going on, you know, there's only so many funds that I can work with, and, you know, I have to, you know, as far as the ministry, there's ministry things that have to be done, household stuff. I've got a lot of building projects. In fact, a 12 by 8 building is going to be attached to this, that I have room to store my my grain, my hay, because usually what I do is I get about 15-20 bags at a time, and I store what I can in a refrigerator or an old freezer. My grain goes in those plastic barrels, which works well, the chicken grain. But hay, you know, here in about a month I'm going to be picking up 20-25 bales of hay. I need a place to put that stuff where it's out of the weather, but I've got tools that I need to do, and 8 by 12 really isn't big enough for what I need, but it's what I've got room for. And then the wife wants to have a deck added on the back. I've got so much going on, and we've had snow. Anyways, you know, and I don't know how to say this. Saturday, I happened to go on my YouTube channel, the garden channel, and I happened to notice that I was 480, I think it was 489, and I was thinking, oh wow, you know, probably within a week, because I know the rabbit videos have really inspired people. There's been a lot of people coming to these rabbit videos, and I'm happy. I'm not all about, you know, trying to get a whole bunch of subscribers. You know, I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where, you know, some money will come in through YouTube. I'm not all about that. I'm all about helping people. You know, through these videos, This is what happens when you don't have a police force in town. This has been going on all morning. Sorry about that. I want to help people. I want to show people, you know, it's not that hard to raise rabbits. I mean, I didn't plan on going this big, but there is a demand for them. My wife and I love tending to these guys. We brought in, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rescues. Some of those may be sold. I'm not sure. My whole thing has been to educate people. I know there's some people who use these in the nursing field to show their patients the rabbits, which is awesome. You know, if it brings joy to somebody's life, you know, seeing little baby bunnies, awesome. And I guess where I wanted to go next with that is, I checked the other day, and yesterday I think it was, and I had dropped down to 460 something. And I don't understand that. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if there's people who, you know, because I didn't do a shout out Wednesday, and I intended to. Like I said, things have gotten away. You know, the ministry comes first. My family comes second. These rabbits come third. You know, if you're coming to my channel thinking that I'm going to be able to watch all your videos, I don't have time. I'm doing pretty much what I'm doing here by myself. My wife can't be out here all the time because of her health issues. Out in the sun, she can't do that. So I just wanted to get that out there. You know, there's so many channels that I'd love to watch every video that you do because you put out good content. And I have some channels that have really shared my channel out there a lot, and I'm so grateful for you. But then there's ones I don't get it, and I don't know who's left. You know, I know I could check, and I'm not all about that. I guess I shouldn't let it bother me. You know, my whole thing is I want to help people, educate people, you know, share some of the things that work up here in Maine with me, with the rabbits, with the gardens, you know, maybe even some of the buildings I can do videos. You know, this is what we have to do because of our frost being so deep during the winter and so on and so forth. The heavy snows that we have, you know, how to brace the roof up. I don't know. Anyways, I want to thank everybody so much for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully, looking at the little bunnies, that might have helped you. I get the 2 little ones looking at me. You gonna pet me? If you feel led to share these, please do. If you're looking for Bible teachings, go to our J&L Ministries channel. I'll leave the link in the bottom. I teach a bold message. I don't water a message down. And much of the things that I share there are things that the Lord has dealt with me with, things that He's delivered me from. So anyways, friends, thank you again so much. We love you. God bless you.